What if I told you, the reason money enters one person's life effortlessly, while another struggles endlessly, may not only be mindset, hard work, or luck, but the energy silently trapped inside their own home? Because in Feng Shui, your house is not just walls, furniture, and decoration. It is a living energy field. Every corner holds frequency. Every object stores vibration. And one specific corner of your house controls abundance, wealth flow, financial opportunities, prosperity, luxury, and even unexpected money blessings. Now here's where it becomes dangerous. Most people unknowingly block this energy every single day. They place the wrong items there. Broken objects, dust, clutter, shoes, old electronics, emotional junk. And then they wonder why money comes, but never stays. But when this corner is activated correctly, especially with crystals, the energy shift becomes impossible to ignore. People suddenly receive unexpected payments, clients appear, business opportunities increase, income expands, financial stress slowly dissolves, and the entire house begins attracting a completely different frequency. This is not superstition. This is ancient energy architecture, combined with crystal vibration science. And once you truly understand how this works, you will never look at your house the same way again. Money energy is extremely sensitive. It responds to emotions, environments, frequencies, intentions, and energetic flow. In Feng Shui, wealth is not chased, it is magnetized. Your home either attracts abundance, or quietly repels it. And the shocking truth is, many people decorate their homes beautifully, but energetically, their money corner is completely dead. Today, I'm going to show you the deep truth behind the Feng Shui money corner with crystals. Not the surface-level internet advice. Not the fake place one crystal and become rich overnight nonsense. I'm talking about real energetic principles, the kind ancient masters understood deeply. You'll learn how to locate your true money corner, which crystals actually amplify wealth energy, why certain crystals fail for most people, the hidden mistakes secretly blocking abundance, how crystals interact with your subconscious mind, and how your environment programs your financial reality every single day. Because once you understand this correctly, your house itself begins working for you. First, let's understand what the money corner actually is. In classical Feng Shui, the wealth area is connected to the southeast direction of your home. This area governs abundance, financial growth, prosperity, expansion, opportunities, and energetic circulation of wealth. But here's what most people never realize. The money corner is not only about physical money. It represents your relationship with receiving. Some people subconsciously fear wealth, some feel guilty becoming successful, some believe money is difficult, some carry survival energy from childhood, and this emotional frequency silently weakens the wealth corner of their environment. This is why two people can place the exact same crystal in the exact same area, and get completely different results. Because crystals amplify existing energy. If your space is filled with chaos, stress, resentment, emotional heaviness, or stagnant energy, the crystal amplifies that too. That's why cleansing the energy becomes the first step. Before adding any crystal to your money corner, remove clutter completely. And I mean completely. No broken items, no unused objects, no emotional junk, no old bills, no dead plants, no dust-covered decorations, no leaking items, no garbage bins, no dark, suffocating corners. In Feng Shui, stagnant objects create stagnant money. Energy must move. When wealth energy enters your home, it needs space to circulate. Clutter traps frequency. And trapped frequency eventually becomes financial blockage. Now let's talk about crystals. Because this is where most people make huge mistakes. They randomly buy expensive crystals online, without understanding energetic compatibility. Every crystal emits a specific vibrational pattern. Some crystals ground, some protect, some heal emotions, some amplify manifestation, some accelerate opportunities, some stabilize money instead of attracting quick cash. And if you place the wrong crystal in the wealth corner, the energy can become imbalanced. One of the most powerful crystals for the Feng Shui money corner is citrine. Not because social media says so, but because citrine carries solar energy. It resonates with confidence, expansion, personal power, creativity, optimism, visibility, and abundance consciousness. Natural citrine especially has a warm frequency that encourages energetic movement instead of stagnation. When placed correctly in the southeast corner, it creates an energetic reminder of growth and openness. But here's a hidden truth most people don't know. Fake citrine is everywhere. Most so-called citrine sold online is actually heat-treated amethyst. Energetically, it feels completely different. Real citrine usually has softer tones, natural clarity variations, and a more subtle warmth. Fake citrine often looks extremely dark orange, burnt, overly shiny, or unnaturally aggressive in color. And energy-sensitive people can actually feel the difference immediately. Now another powerful crystal is pyrite. Pyrite is fascinating because its energy feels magnetic, structured, confident, and protective. It doesn't only attract wealth energy, it strengthens your financial aura. Meaning, it helps people stop operating from lack energy. Because abundance is not only receiving money, it's becoming energetically available for wealth. Pyrite often works beautifully for entrepreneurs, business owners, creators, sales professionals, performers, influencers, and people building visibility-based income. Its energy feels bold, almost commanding. But here's the important part. Pyrite should never be placed in dirty spaces. Why? Because pyrite magnifies environmental energy intensely. If the area is dusty, chaotic, emotionally heavy, or neglected, the crystal's frequency becomes distorted. That's why sacred placement matters. Now let's talk about green aventurine. This crystal carries softer wealth energy. Unlike citrine's solar confidence, green aventurine feels like opportunity, luck, harmony, and gentle expansion. This crystal is powerful for people recovering from financial fear, heartbreak, instability, or emotional exhaustion. Why? Because money and emotions are deeply connected. A nervous system constantly operating in stress cannot fully receive abundance. And this is something ancient energy systems understood thousands of years ago. Your body itself becomes a receiving channel. If the body feels unsafe, the subconscious blocks expansion. This is why some people sabotage success unconsciously. They receive opportunities, then panic, receive money, then lose it, manifest growth, then self-destruct emotionally. Because internally, abundance feels unsafe. Now here's where crystals become truly powerful. Crystals are not magic rocks printing money from the sky. They are frequency stabilizers. They continuously radiate specific energetic patterns into your environment. And your subconscious mind constantly absorbs environmental signals. This means your room is programming you every single day. The colors around you, the objects near you, the emotional memories attached to spaces, the lighting, the smells, the clutter, the crystal frequencies, the emotional state you repeatedly experience there. Everything becomes subconscious conditioning. This is why wealthy environments feel different energetically. Not because money itself has magic, but because repeated exposure creates internal normalization. Your nervous system adapts to the frequency surrounding it. Now another hidden Feng Shui principle most people ignore. Water energy. In Feng Shui, moving water symbolizes flowing wealth energy. That's why fountains are often used near wealth corners. But there's a warning here. If water is dirty, stagnant, leaking, broken, or neglected, it symbolically reflects financial leakage and energetic depletion. This is why ancient Feng Shui masters were obsessed with maintenance. Your environment mirrors your internal energy. Broken surroundings subconsciously communicate broken frequency. Now let's go deeper. The placement height of crystals also matters. Never hide wealth crystals under piles of random objects. Never place them directly beside trash. Never place them near toilets if possible. Never place them where arguments constantly happen. Never place them where energy feels emotionally heavy. Because environments store emotional residue. Yes, even emotions leave energetic imprints. That's why some rooms feel peaceful instantly, while others feel draining without explanation. Crystals absorb surrounding frequency over time. This is exactly why cleansing rituals exist. You can cleanse crystals using moonlight, sound vibrations, incense, visualization, intention work, or Himalayan salt nearby. Because if crystals continuously absorb stagnant energy without cleansing, their energetic clarity weakens. And here's another truth nobody talks about. Your intention matters enormously. A crystal placed with desperation carries desperation. A crystal placed with trust, gratitude, openness, and alignment carries a completely different frequency. Feng Shui is not merely decoration. It is energetic communication with your environment. Your home listens to your frequency constantly. Now let's uncover one of the deepest secrets of Feng Shui wealth activation. The money corner does not only respond to objects. It responds to identity. This is where most people unknowingly sabotage abundance. They decorate the wealth corner beautifully, place expensive crystals there, light candles, repeat affirmations. But internally, they still identify as financially powerless. And energy always follows identity more than temporary action. If deep inside someone constantly says, "Money is hard, I'm unlucky, rich people are selfish, I never have enough," then the subconscious keeps recreating that frequency. This is why Feng Shui was never meant to work alone. It works with consciousness. The environment influences the mind, and the mind influences the environment. Together, they create a feedback loop. Now here's something extremely powerful. Your bedroom energy affects wealth more than people realize. Why? Because you spend hours there unconscious. Your subconscious absorbs everything around you while sleeping. If your room carries stress, clutter, emotional heaviness, sadness, heartbreak energy, or exhaustion, your nervous system stays trapped in survival mode. And survival energy blocks abundance frequency. This is why wealthy energy often feels calm, not desperate. Stable, open, magnetic, relaxed. Because true abundance grows best in regulated energy. Now let's talk about crystal combinations. Because certain crystals work incredibly well together inside the money corner. Citrine with pyrite creates expansion plus confidence. Green aventurine with clear quartz creates emotional openness plus energetic amplification. Jade introduces long-term stability, wisdom, and grounded prosperity energy. And clear quartz. This crystal is extremely important. Why? Because quartz amplifies intention. It acts almost like an energetic transmitter. If placed intentionally beside abundance crystals, it strengthens the energetic field surrounding the wealth area. But again, this becomes dangerous if the space is emotionally chaotic. Because amplification works both ways. This is why emotional cleansing matters just as much as physical cleansing. Now here's another hidden Feng Shui truth most people never hear. Darkness weakens wealth energy. A neglected, dim, lifeless corner subconsciously signals stagnation. Light symbolizes activation, movement, life force, possibility. This is why soft, warm lighting near the money corner often changes the feeling of the entire space. Your subconscious immediately responds to environmental cues. And your subconscious controls most financial behaviors. That includes spending habits, receiving capacity, risk tolerance, confidence. Decision-making, opportunity recognition. Self-worth, consistency. People think manifestation is only spiritual. But psychologically, your environment is shaping your actions every single day. Now let's discuss something extremely important. The emotional energy attached to objects. This changes everything. Some people keep gifts from painful relationships, broken items from difficult memories, furniture connected to sadness, clothes filled with insecurity, objects carrying emotional heaviness. And they unknowingly surround themselves with stagnant emotional frequency. In Feng Shui, objects hold energetic memory. This is why some spaces feel emotionally heavy instantly. Your nervous system remembers energy even when your conscious mind ignores it. So if you truly want abundance, your home cannot feel like emotional storage. It must feel alive, open, expansive, breathing. Now another major mistake. People obsess over attracting money, but ignore retaining energy. Wealth is not only attraction. It's containment. Some homes energetically leak abundance constantly. How? Broken doors, leaking water, constant disorder, sharp chaotic layouts. blocked entrances, dead plants, dust accumulation, unused neglected spaces. These conditions silently create subconscious instability. Feng Shui teaches that your entrance especially matters deeply. Because the front entrance is considered the mouth of Kai, the main gateway where energy enters your life. If this area feels blocked, dirty, dark, or neglected, opportunities themselves struggle to enter. This is why ancient Feng Shui masters prioritized flow over decoration. Energy must move smoothly. Now let's talk about mirrors. Because mirrors can either multiply abundance or amplify chaos. A clean mirror reflecting beauty, light, growth, fresh plants, or abundance symbols can strengthen prosperity energy. But mirrors reflecting clutter, darkness, sharp corners, trash, or disorder amplify those frequencies instead. Everything becomes energetic multiplication. Now here's the deeper psychological truth behind all of this. Your brain constantly scans your environment for evidence. Evidence of safety, evidence of lack, evidence of possibility, evidence of stress. And over time, your surroundings become internal beliefs. That's why intentional spaces feel powerful. Because they repeatedly communicate a new identity to the subconscious mind. An abundant environment says there is space for growth. There is room for expansion. It is safe to receive. You are supported. You are capable of more. And slowly, the nervous system begins believing it. Now let's discuss the most overlooked crystal of all for abundance. Black tourmaline. Most people only associate wealth with attraction. But protection matters equally. Why? Because financial growth often collapses under negative environments, jealousy, emotional attacks, burnout, draining people, or chaotic energy. Black tourmaline grounds excess energy and creates energetic stability. Especially for sensitive people, healers, creators, empaths, spiritual workers, or anyone constantly absorbing others' emotions. Without grounding, manifestation energy becomes unstable. Now here's something incredibly important most people need to hear. Crystals are not replacements for action. They support alignment. A money corner filled with crystals cannot override self-destruction, fear-based decisions, chronic avoidance, or lack of discipline. Feng Shui is energetic cooperation with reality. It creates supportive frequency. It opens pathways. It shifts emotional energy. It changes subconscious conditioning. But you must still become available for opportunities. Because abundance expands most powerfully when energy and action move together. And this is where everything changes. The moment your home begins supporting your nervous system instead of draining it, your mind changes. Your confidence changes, your choices change, your emotional stability changes, your standards change, your receiving capacity changes. And eventually, your reality changes too. Because your external world is constantly interacting with your internal frequency. That is the real secret behind the Feng Shui Money Corner. It was never just about crystals. It was about creating an environment where abundance feels natural instead of impossible. An environment where your subconscious finally stops fighting prosperity. An environment that silently reminds you every single day. You are allowed to expand, you are allowed to receive, you are allowed to become wealthy, you are allowed to live beautifully, you are allowed to experience overflow. And once your home begins carrying that frequency consistently, you stop chasing abundance desperately. Because abundance starts recognizing you naturally. If this video shifted the way you see energy, crystals, and abundance, then don't just scroll away. Comment the word abundance below, because I want to know who is truly ready to transform their space and unlock a completely new financial frequency. And if you felt even one part of this deep inside your soul, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone whose home, mind, and energy desperately need this transformation. Because sometimes, one energetic shift changes an entire life.